Hello, everyone. Good afternoon from England. Okay, welcome to today's live stream. The subject is limericks. Okay. Can you hear me? Please answer in the comments. I think people can. Is there anyone here? No, as usual, there is no one watching, unfortunately. But maybe you will watch it later when it becomes a video in YouTube available to watch. Okay, shall we get the co-host on? What do you mean no? Please tell me, can you hear me? In the host, please clearly type, I can hear you. I can hear you, please type that. I can hear you. We can't have any sound problems, as we often do, sadly. Okay. Is my microphone even working? Can you type in the comments, I can hear you, please? Good. Someone has written that for me. Okay, co-host, are you ready? Are you having your camera on today, as usual, or do you want to be secret? Person co-host is ready. Let's get her on stage. Let's choose a new format. What should we choose? Let's try this one. Okay.
Hello, everybody.
Co-host, how are you?
Very good.
Good. You've changed your name, I see.
No, it's you.
Miss VT, is that your new name? We can have that name. I've changed my name as well. Do you see my name?
Larry Limerick.
Larry Limerick. What do you think? Is that a good name? Silly name. Let's get into the classroom, shall we, and see what we're going to do today. You're ready for today's live stream, are you?
Yes.
Let's choose a good format. Should we choose this one? And let's get the classroom into the stage. Okay, can I get it right? Let me try a different view. Can I get a different view? That doesn't work. I wanted a view so we can see only. I want to see only the whiteboard. I don't want to see. We don't need to see teacher, do we? But it doesn't give me that view. It's very annoying because it does when I'm in the classroom alone, but it's not doing it now. It's just trying to annoy me, I think. So full screen, standard class. Okay, why is that not working? Very, very annoying. Okay, we'll just do the best with what we have. Okay, so what is today's live stream subject?
It's limericks.
Limericks. Okay, and we have a limerick here. What can we see on the front title slide?
Well, some faces, or the Hong Kong flag.
Yeah, two faces. Anything strange about the faces?
Well, one face has a very long nose, and the other one has a plaster on his nose.
Yeah, what's that red circle, red and white circle?
Well, that's the Hong Kong flag.
Yeah, okay, and can you read out the words? What does it say?
There once was a man from Hong Kong whose nose was incredibly long. He gave a knife to his daughter to make it much shorter, but it turned out a short nose looked wrong.
That's a funny old thing, isn't it? Let's find out more about all of this stuff. Okay, so let's, next slide, please. And this is the menu and what we're going to do today. So what we're going to do in today's live stream.
So today we are going to do the sample limerick, man from Hong Kong, then origin of Limericks, when the rhyme same syllables, limerick quiz, my limerick, and my
New limerick and
ChatGPT's limerick.
okay. You changed your name. You didn't like VT, Miss VT, no?
No.
Okay, I thought that's what you wanted. Yeah, so there's the man from Hong Kong. Okay, we've looked at that. Let's just have a look at origin first. Okay, so what is a limerick?
So a limerick is not a short. So a limerick is a short poem which is funny.
Yeah, good. That is a good definition, a short, funny poem. And what is this picture now on the page?
If I'm right, it's Ireland.
Ireland, yes. Do you know anything about this country?
Well, I heard that in Ireland there is a city called Limerick.
Okay, that's the next part of the quiz. Okay.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, so it's a country in the west of Europe to the west of England. Okay, and it's often associated with the color green, sometimes actually called the Emerald Isle. Emerald is a green color, Isle is an island. Yeah, you've got the north here, which is part of the United Kingdom, and the Republic here. And yeah, I think you want to explain, why do we have a map of Ireland on the page?
Well, because people think that the town Limerick, somewhere in Ireland.
Well, they know that Limerick is in Ireland, but some people think a Limerick is the origin of what?
Is the origin of the town Limerick.
Well, obviously it's the origin of the town, but some people think it's the origin of the poem, don't they? Because we're not sure.
Yes.
So where do you think it might be on the map of Ireland? Can you see it? Is it in the north, the south, the west, the east, the centre?
Let me find
Tell
it.
me closer. Am I getting closer? Closer?
Oh, yes,
Am I
closer.
hot?
Closer.
Getting closer? Closer?
Far.
It's getting colder. The game hot, cold, hot, cold. Okay,
Yes.
am I getting hotter?
Yes, hotter.
Am I getting hotter?
Hotter.
Hotter. Okay, getting hotter.
Hotter.
Okay, hotter.
Colder. Colder.
We've gone into the sea. Okay, hotter.
Hotter. Hotter.
Okay. Oh.
Hot. Yes.
Oh yeah, it says Limerick. Let's turn the page. Yeah, some people think the Limericks came from the town called Limerick, but they're not sure. We don't really know why they're called Limericks. It sounds like it makes sense. They come from Limerick. Okay, next slide. Rhyme scheme. So we've got the man from Hong Kong again. Can you read it one more time?
There once was a man from Hong Kong whose nose was incredibly long. He gave a knife to his daughter to make it much shorter, but it turned out a short nose looked wrong.
Yeah, good. Where is Hong Kong?
It's in China.
Yeah, it's a city. It was a weird kind of city, which was almost like a separate country before. But I think that's changed. So Hong Kong. And what is this man from Hong Kong? What is his situation?
Well, his nose was very long and he asked his daughter to cut it off.
Well, maybe not cut it off, but make it shorter. He didn't like the look of it. And was that a good idea?
No.
No. Yeah, if we look at the picture, I mean, the long nose looks a bit weird, but the short nose looks a bit weird as well. Okay, so rhyme scheme. What do we mean by rhyme?
A rhyme is when Words look the same. And
It's
sounds.
when words sound the same, not completely the same. How do they sound the same?
Well, the last sound or letter is the same.
Yeah, so the end sound is the same. So, for example, my name is Chris. What is a word that rhymes with Chris?
Anything with an S on the end.
Yeah,
Kiss.
can you give me an example word? Yeah, so yes, Chris. Okay, and a lot of poems use rhyme. It just makes things sound better when the one word has the same end sound as another word which comes after it. Okay, so can we find out what the rhyme scheme is here? And once was a man from Hong Kong. Okay, so we'll call that letter A. What does that rhyme with?
Hong rhymes with long.
Good. So we'll call that A again. That's the way they show rhyme schemes because it's the same end sound. Okay, then we've got daughter. Is that A or is it something new?
It's B.
Yeah, it's something new, so we'll call it B. Okay, and then shorter. Does that rhyme with anything or is it something new?
Daughter, shorter. Yes.
So it rhymes with A or B?
Rhymes with B.
Yes, we call it A, B, B. And then what's the last line? Wrong. Does that rhyme with anything or is it something new?
Wrong rhymes with first to last.
Yeah, good. So it's A again. We found our rhyme scheme. What do we call those letters?
A, B, B, A.
A, B, B, A. Arbor. That's a funny sound. Let's see what computer says. Yeah, A, B, B, A. And the computer's given us a nice color code to make it easier. What's the color code the computer's given us?
A is red. B is emerald.
Is it emerald? I'm not sure what that is emerald. Maybe it is. It's green anyway. Yeah. So that is the rhyme scheme. It's very important you get this right or it will not be a proper limerick. Okay, next slide, please. Okay, what are we going to do now?
So the structure.
Yeah, the structure. Exactly. How it works. The structure. So different to the rhyme scheme. Okay. And so what is the structure of the rhyme scheme? What does this diagram show us?
Well, it shows us the parts. First, we have an introduction, the first line. Then the second line is detail. The third line is the first section. And the second line. And the fourth line is the second action, and the last line is the punchline.
Yes. Okay. Yeah. Punchline. What does that mean? Punchline. We see you've got a boxing glove there, like a punch. What is a punchline?
A punchline is the funny part in jokes.
Yes, so we can use them for jokes and limericks. I can't think of a good joke now. So it's like the part at the end where everyone should laugh if it was a good joke. So it's kind of like the most important part here. So introduction, we start off. Usually we say the character. And who's the character who's introduced in this limerick?
A man from Hong Kong.
Yeah, the pronunciation usually is Hong Kong. Well, that's the English pronunciation. Okay, syllable two stress. Okay, and then what's the detail about this man?
Well, the detail is that his nose was very long.
Good. So what's the action? What does he do?
He gives a knife to his daughter.
Yeah, and reason. Often it's not, they don't always follow the same thing, but the reason for the action is?
The reason for the action is he wanted to make his nose shorter.
Yeah, and then what is the punchline or the result?
The result is that it turned out that a short nose looked wrong.
Yeah, good. So he does all this thing. He had his problem. He tried to make the problem better, but he took quite a dramatic action. He cut his nose off, really, but it didn't really solve the problem. He looked silly, or just as silly. Okay, just to say, so this is just a formula. I mean, each limerick does not have to be exactly like this. You could have something different. I mean, you might not have an action, for example, but this is a lot of them kind of follow this formula. Okay. So let's do the next slide. What are we going to do now?
Syllables.
Syllables. That's a funny word. What is a syllable?
Syllables are the parts of a word.
Yeah, they're like little word units or little sound units. Let's take a word like Varvara. Okay, how many syllables, how many word units are there?
So var, are.
Yeah, so what's the answer? 3. Good. Let's cut it up with my little teacher pen. What's syllable number 1?
Var.
Syllable number 2?
Var.
Yeah, you could say it's var or va or var. There's different choices. And syllable number 3?
Ra.
Yeah, but it's definitely 3 syllables, isn't it? Okay, so we're going to learn it. Syllables are very important when it comes to limerick. So let's have a look. How does this work? We got our man from Hong Kong again. And what's this strange caterpillar diagram?
It is the stress.
Yeah, so how many, this is line 1. There once was a man from Hong Kong. Can you hear my claps?
Yes.
There once was a man from Hong Kong. How many syllables?
7.
Okay, but you have, do it with my fingers. There once was a man from Hong Kong. It's not 7, it's 8.
Oh, sorry.
But you have a choice. What are the different options?
Well, we have one in brackets.
Yeah, I mean, you can have 7 syllables, 8 syllables, 9 syllables, or 10 syllables. Oh. But what must you, forget about the brackets. I didn't really need it there. What is the important thing about the syllables for line 1?
The important thing about the syllables is that we need 3 stress syllables.
Good, yeah. If we look at the circles, the small syllables are unstressed syllable, and the big ones are the big stress syllables. When you stress a syllable, what you're doing is you make it louder and longer, and you actually change the pitch of the sound. There once was a man from Hong Kong. But you could have different options. I could add another little baby circle here. And maybe that would give me 9. And then I could have a baby. Let's do a different color so we don't confuse ourselves. What color shall I use? Yellow. Have a baby circle here. And let's do another baby circle at the end. Okay, and what's that rhythm? Can you say the new rhythm I've made with the adding the yellow circles?
There once...
No, you don't have to just with the da-da-da-da. Just we get the rhythm or clap.
I don't understand.
Okay, I'll do it. Okay, so you can, sorry?
The little baby circle in the start, it is for the word there or the word once?
It's for there. It's for there. Oh, you mean the new baby circle I've added?
Yes.
No, okay, so we're just doing the rhythm now. It's true, I'm making this a bit confusing. Okay, so I'm just showing you another rhythm you can do. So let's kill that. And with this rhythm is da 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 da. But you could also go da 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 da. You see?
Yes.
But then you'd need different words. Okay, I'm not super clever, so I can't think of one like that. Or it could just be 7. It could be like this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That's possible. Okay, so there's lots of different options. Let's go to the line 2. Next slide, please. How do we do line 2?
So line 2 is the same as the first one.
Yes. Can you say the line again?
Whose nose was incredibly long.
Okay, so how many syllable? What are the syllable options?
We can have from 7 to 10 syllables per line and 3 stress syllables.
Good, yeah. So can you clap or do the rhythm with the da-dum?
So, wait,
I can hear your clap. That's good. Is it right up to the microphone? Nice loud claps.
So, da 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 da.
Yes. Da 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 da. Okay. Again, you could. That's how many syllables have we got? Sorry, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8. Again, we could add another one. 2 more. We can go da 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 da. So lots of options, and someone excitingly is watching us. Like, oh,
Hello.
as soon as I said that, they disappeared. Someone's back. Anyone watching us, please identify yourself in the chats. Who are you? Hello, who is watching? I don't know why we don't have many people watching us these days, and they've disappeared again. Okay, and next slide, please. Line 3, the main action. Okay, can you tell us about this diagram?
So we have from 5 to 7 syllables per line this time.
Yeah, and actually teacher's done something a bit naughty. How many syllables have I got in this one?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8.
So it's a bit bad. We really should put that in brackets. If you're clever, you can kind of add extra syllables, but they're a bit cheating, really. So it shouldn't really be that. But my one is he gave a knife to his daughter. Okay, so what's the important thing? How many stress syllables should we have for line 3?
Only 2.
Okay, so can you try and clap this one? He gave a knife to his daughter.
He gave...
You're talking and clapping. You can do that if you want.
Wait. I'm getting confused.
Yeah, it's quite confusing, isn't it? So it's small, small, big, small, 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 big, small, small, big, small.
Oh. He gave a knife to his daughter.
Yeah. But yeah, teacher was a bit naughty. That's not perfect. Best is like this. Okay. Gave a knife to his daughter. Would be better, but we needed that word, didn't we? Okay, so yeah, remember line 1, 3 stress syllables. Line 1, line 2, line 3, it changes to 2 stress syllables. Okay, next slide, please. And line 4, what happens for line 4?
So it's the same as the last one.
Yeah, good. So line 1 and 2, the same stress and rhyme. Same with 3 and 4, same stress and rhyme. Can you read this line again to remind us?
So, to make it much shorter.
Good, and let's clap that. Can you clap that for me?
To make it much shorter.
Good, and did teacher do it correctly? Did he use the correct amount of syllables for this line?
So 6, yes.
Yeah, good. So it was better. The line before was a bit naughty. It was a little bit long, which makes it sound a tiny bit awkward. But sometimes it's really hard to get all of your words into the right rhyming, rhythm pattern. Okay, and then next slide, please. The punchline. The most important part. Can you read this one again?
Do you need to clap within brackets?
Well, if you just read it first, then we'll do the clap.
But it turned out a short nose looked wrong.
Good. How many? What's my syllable count?
So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9.
Okay. Did I use the correct amount of syllables?
Oh, yes, 3 syllables.
Yeah. So it's okay. And let's do the clap. But it turned out a short nose looked wrong.
But it turned out a short nose looked wrong.
Good. And without the words. Good. And this is the same as which lines?
Or as the 2 first ones.
Yeah, good. So to try and keep it simple, lines 1 and 2 have 3 main stresses. Okay, 1 and 2, lines 3 and 4, a bit shorter generally, 2 main stress syllables, and then back to the same rhythm pattern as line 1 for number 5, 3 stress syllables. Okay, most people don't even know this. They don't know the numbers. They just do it naturally. Yeah, that's how you wrote yours, wasn't it? Yeah, you wrote yours. You didn't think about syllables, did you? You just thought about what you wanted to say, didn't you? Did you check yours for the rhyme and the syllable count afterwards or not?
No.
We can check that later. Okay, next slide, please. What are we doing now?
Of Limerick quiz.
Yeah, so we want to find out that all of the information, did it go into your brain and then out the other side, or did it stay in? Let's see how much we remember. Question number 1. How many lines does a limerick have? Does it have 5? Does it have 10? Or does it have 50?
5, of course.
Yeah, luckily it doesn't have 50, or we'd be here all day, wouldn't we? It only has 5. Let's do what should we do? Let's do a circle. What is the rhyme scheme? Is it A, B, C, D, E, G, P, N, L, X, or A, A, B, B, A?
A, A, B, B, A.
A, A, B, B, A, or ABBA. So C, okay. How many syllables should lines 1, 2, and 5 have? 1 to 2, 7 to 10, or 700 to 1,000?
7 to 10, of course.
Yeah, thank goodness they don't have 1,000 syllables. We would have some problems, wouldn't we? What is the line often called? Is it called the timeline, or the punchline, or the flat line?
Well, the punchline.
Yeah, the other ones are quite funny things. Do you know what a timeline and a flat line are?
Well, a timeline, it means birth, marriage, death.
Yeah, it'll usually be a line for someone's life, maybe, and it'll say the different dates and the different events. And a flat line is a funny thing. Do you remember what a flat line is?
It means that somebody is dead.
Yeah, do you know those machines in the hospitals when they see people, their movements and their breathing and stuff, they go, bleep, 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 and then suddenly they're, and it's flat. It means you are
dead.
So we don't, the last line is not called a flat line. It's called a punchline, same as the ending of a joke. Punch. Okay, next slide, please. What's next? Do you remember?
So practice limericks.
Yeah, good. So we've written some. I think these are my ones first. Then we will do VT's one, and then we will do the computer has written one for us as well. Okay, let's try this one. Actually, no, I'm lying. This one is not written by me. Do you know who wrote this?
Spike Milgan.
Oh, you know that? How do you know that?
You have...
Did I tell you?
No, it says somewhere in the PowerPoint.
Yeah, it said before. It doesn't say here. Do you know anything about Spike Milligan?
No, I've seen that name here the first time.
Okay, yeah, so he was a British-Irish comedian. He liked writing limericks, and he was in World War II, the war in the 1940s. And so that was a big part of his life. So lots of the stuff he wrote was about World War II, including this limerick. Okay, what should we do? Let's see a view. Answers and in the comments. Can you say first line, and then I will do the second line.
There once was a soldier called Edster.
When wanted was always in trouble, sir. Do we think that's correct?
No.
Answers in the comments. Can you write the right answers? Is it trouble, sir, or bed, sir? Okay, I don't know if we've got enough people to do it. Okay, you go for bed. Why do you go for bed?
Well,
Remember the rhyming scheme that we remembered? What does bed rhyme with?
Bed. It's
This is a very strange rhyme, isn't it? Why is it a strange rhyme?
maybe because bed and sir.
Yeah, you've got one word rhyming with two words. Edsa rhymes with bedsa. Okay, next one. One morning at 1, they fired the bun or they fired the gun?
The gun.
Okay, why not bun? Yeah, bun is something you eat, so that would be weird. And was Edsa deadsa or redsa?
Dead sir.
Okay, so can you read the full correct limerick for us? I'll get my circles ready.
There once was a soldier called Ed, sir. Then wanted was always in bed, sir. One morning at 1, they fired the gun, and Ed, sir, in bed, sir, was dead, sir.
Yeah, is that a good limerick?
Well, it's still strange that one word rhymes with two.
Yeah, that makes it a bit unusual. Is it funny?
No.
No, well, I don't know really. It shouldn't really be funny because it's about death, but some people like to make jokes about bad things. It's called like black humor, dark humor. And they think it's quite funny because it's a ridiculous rhyme. Edsa, bedsa, and Edsa is deadsa. There once was a soldier called Edsa. He did a nine syllable line 1. I think it's got good rhyme and good rhythm, and it's funny. So I think that's a successful limerick. Well done, Milligan. We're correct, weren't we? There we go. There once was a soldier called Edsa. Next one. What's the name of this limerick?
No more Mr. Nice Guy.
No more Mr. Nice Guy. That's a funny title. Do you know what this one's about?
About Guy Fawkes.
Yeah. So it's an expression. Yeah, a nice guy is a nice man. It's just an expression. If someone is a nice man and they get angry and they stop being a nice person because everyone's horrible, they say no more Mr. Nice Guy. But why do we use this title for Guy Fawkes?
Or maybe no more king.
It means he wanted to stop being nice because he had an unnice plan. What was his plan, which was not nice?
To blow up the king.
Yeah, we did this live stream a few weeks ago, if you remember, Guy Fawkes Night. There once was a man called Guy. He wanted the king to
die.
Yeah, he came up with a plan to murder that
man.
Not a horse?
No.
But they stopped him and took him to
Fry.
Yes, good. Why did he want the king to die?
Because he was bad to the Catholics.
Yeah, good. So he came up. What was his plan to murder the king?
Put gunpowder under the place where the king would arrive. The
Parliament. Yeah, Parliament building. Okay, and they wanted to take Guy Fawkes off to fry. What do you mean? They're going to give him some food, some fried bacon or something like that?
No. They put him into a bonfire.
Yeah, actually, this is after he died. It's how we celebrate the day every year. Okay, who wrote this limerick? Do you know?
You.
Yeah, Mr. Chris, teacher. Is this limerick? Do you think it's okay? Does it work?
The title is strange.
It is, yeah, but it's supposed to be a little bit humorous. I hope it is. How many syllables have I got for line 1?
Or 7?
Good. Is that correct? Is that a good number of syllables?
Yes.
Okay, I'm just making it into a caterpillar.
Another caterpillar.
Yeah, good. Can you clap the caterpillar? Yeah. The answer was Matt there. No more Mr. Nice Guy. Okay, one more time. Can you read the full correct poem? No more Mr. Nice Guy.
There once was a man called Guy who wanted the king to die. He came up with a plan to murder that man, but they stopped him and took him to fry.
Good. Yeah, remember this word, you often pronounce it strangely. How do we pronounce this word?
Wanted.
Yeah, it's not wonted or won't, it's want. Won't is a different word. Won't is a contraction of will not. He wanted the king to die. There we go. New slide, please. What's the next one? Okay, what's this one called?
A teacher called Chris.
Okay, the once was a teacher called Chris, whose appearance was somewhat what?
Admiss.
It's not admiss. What does it say? How do we pronounce that word?
Amiss.
Amiss. What does amiss mean?
Amiss.
It's amiss? What does it mean?
Strange.
Yeah,
Bizarre.
strange, wrong. Okay, so it means his appearance was somewhat, that means a little bit. His appearance was a little bit wrong, but we say amiss because amiss rhymes with what?
Chris.
Yeah, just to begin, he had scales on his
Skin.
and he spoke with a serpentine
Hiss.
Yeah, why did you choose hiss?
Because Chris and amiss rhymes with hiss.
Yeah, this sounds a strange teacher. What kind of a teacher is Chris if he looks like this? I made another rhyme.
A snake teacher.
Chris is a snake. I was going to get a snake of the internet, so I'll just draw one now. Okay, another strange word. We didn't talk about serpentine. What does serpentine mean?
Serpentine means the voice of a serpent.
Does it? Well, it doesn't have to be voice. It's just the adjective form of snake, I think, really, or serpent.
Yes, serpent.
I think it's a snake as well. So if you want to say, you can say like a snake, he was snake-like, or you can say he was serpentine. But it's not used much. Let's just do a quick caterpillar check. Does it work? How many syllables?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8.
Yeah, that syllable's a bit tiny. It looks like the caterpillar will die if we don't make that circle bigger. Okay, though, yeah, 8. So it works quite well. Did you like that one? Not sure. Who wrote it?
You, Mr.
Yeah,
Chris.
good. So can we read the full limerick again of the teacher called Chris?
There once was a teacher called Chris, whose appearance was whatsoever amiss. Just to begin, he had scales on his skin, and he spoke with a serpentine hiss.
Yeah, you said something strange. You didn't say somewhat. You said what some. Why did you say what some?
Sorry.
Okay, so serpentine is the most difficult word. It means like a snake. Scales and hiss, some people might not know. What are scales?
Scales are kinds of skin.
Yes. Well, yeah, but these are what snakes and fish have, not humans. And what is a hiss?
A hiss is the sound which an angry snake makes.
Yeah, they get their little snake tongue and they kind of move it up and down and go. Okay, next slide, please. What's the next one? What's this one called?
A girl from Shenzhen.
Shenzhen. Yeah, we didn't practice this one. Do you know anything about Shenzhen?
It's a city.
Yeah, do you know where it is?
China, maybe.
Yes, another Chinese city. It's very close to Hong Kong, in fact. When I lived in China, I would mostly visit Hong Kong at the weekend, near where I lived, but also Shenzhen. Shenzhen is a very modern city. I remember all the buildings are very modern and huge, enormous. Okay, let's read about this girl from Shenzhen. There once was a girl from Shenzhen who was always looking at what?
Men.
Not frogs?
No.
Why wasn't she looking at frogs? Does it rhyme, frogs?
No.
We're going with the rhyme, aren't we? Okay, when they looked back her, she wouldn't look where they
Were. But
were.
it's quite strange, but it just rhymes. Her were.
Yeah, it rhymes. And the grammar would be wrong if it was, isn't it? It's they were, I was, they were. When they stopped looking, she'd look back tomorrow or again?
Again.
Yeah, okay, because that rhymes with what?
Were. Shenzhen and men.
Yeah, this girl, she's always looking at men. That's funny. Why is she looking at men? She is psycho? What does she want? She's looking for a husband or a boyfriend, is she? Okay, there she is. And what are those buildings behind her?
Oh, well, it is Shenzhen.
Yeah, I think that's what it looks like. Let's do the caterpillar test. Can you clap this one?
There once... no. I don't understand.
You don't understand what?
So, that there once was a girl from Shenzhen.
Yeah. We can do it with weak and strong. Weak, strong, weak, strong, weak, strong.
I want to clap.
How many? You want to clump it?
There once was a girl from Shenzhen.
Good. How many syllables did we use in syllable one? Line one, sorry.
6, 7, 8, 8.
Yeah, good. Is that in the normal pattern, the normal formula? Yep. Good. So let's read this one. I did a mistake here, actually. I wrote it again, but I didn't actually put the full one in. So you're just going to have to read it. Can you read the correct limerick? The girl from Shenzhen.
There once was a girl from Shenzhen who was always looking at men. Then they looked back at her. She wouldn't look where they were. When they stopped looking, she'd look back again.
Yeah, when they stopped looking, she'd look back again. It's a long last line. How many syllables did I get in line 5?
When they stopped looking, too complicated.
It's 10. So really, sometimes this one is a bit hard. You have to kind of get the stresses right to do it perfect. It's back It's 10, so it's the longest possible one you can get. When they stop looking, she'd look back again. There we go. The girl from Shenzhen. Yes, what was her name? Okay, let's go on. Now we've got another one. What's this one called?
The man from Shanghai.
The man from Shanghai. Do you know anything about Shanghai?
It's just a city.
It's another city. Where is this city?
Oh, it's in China.
Yeah, another Chinese city. So the famous Chinese cities are Beijing and Shanghai. I think those are the most famous ones. Shanghai. Never went there, but I heard it's very nice, very, very big. There once was a man from Shanghai who was frightened of what? Saying hello or saying goodbye?
Goodbye.
Why not hello?
Well, because hello does not rhyme with Shanghai.
I think saying hello is more scary than saying goodbye. But it doesn't rhyme, so we'll go with goodbye. When it was time to go, he would say
hello.
Hello, and no one could tell me quite
Why?
Why? Why did you choose why?
Well, when sounds strange and the rhyme will be...
Yeah, it doesn't make sense, and the rhyme is wrong. So we go for why. Let's do a caterpillar. Can you do a rhythm check?
There once was a man from Shanghai.
Yeah, good. How many syllables?
Or three.
3? How many? The full syllable count first.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8.
Yeah, so is that in the limit?
Yes.
Yeah. There once was a man from Shanghai. Da, 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 da. There we go. So let's read this one. Okay, computer says you're correct. Who wrote this one, by the way?
You?
Yeah, I wrote this one. What do you think? Does this one work?
Yes.
I'm not sure about that. Yeah, I think you think they're a bit weird, but that's the idea. Limericks are supposed to be a bit weird. Okay, so if it's a bit weird and you feel that was weird, then I suppose it was a successful limerick. So can you tell us about the man from Shanghai?
So, there once was a man from Shanghai who was frightened of saying goodbye. When it was time to go, he would say hello and no one could tell me quite why.
I mean, it is true in a little way. I mean, some people are frightened of saying goodbye. Do you know anyone who's frightened of saying goodbye?
No.
Why might somebody be frightened of saying goodbye?
I don't know.
They don't want to leave someone, maybe. They don't want to be alone. So it's not too weird. Okay, what's next?
My limerick.
VT has written a limerick. That's clever. Let's have a look at your limerick. Okay. Yeah, do you want to read it out for us?
I think you might read it.
You want me to read it out? Are you getting shy?
No, it's kind of my limerick, and it would be kind of strange if I read it.
Okay. Let's get my water ready. We did this before, and I wanted to make it into a quiz, but you didn't, did you? You just wanted it to be a normal limerick. Yes. La 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 la. I have to get my voice ready. There once was a dragon called Spike who liked to ride on his bike. The bike was a very strange thing, and because it had a strange shining ring. This was the bike of the dragon called Spike. There we go. That's a funny poem, isn't it? Dragon called Spike. Do you know this dragon, or is it an imaginary dragon?
It's not an imaginary. It's from a cartoon.
Okay, so you mean he's real? Can you go and see him in real life?
It's just a cartoon.
Yeah, so I guess he's a little bit imaginary. Yeah, that was good. And so he liked to ride on his bike. So you start with the introducing your character. Should we do a caterpillar test?
Okay.
Ooh, that's an enormous set of words.
Once was a dragon called Spike.
Yeah, how many syllables did he do?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8.
Yeah, is that okay?
Yes.
Lines 3 and 4 are a bit enormous, a bit long, but I mean, you can, if you're clever, you can make them work. I mean, how many syllables do you have for line 3?
The bike was a very
Yeah, so how many, what's the number first?
Well, I don't know. The bike was a very great.
So yeah, so the bike was a very strange thing. So it's 8. Okay, is that the normal, or is that a bit too much?
No.
It's a little bit too much. Okay, so but what I've done, if I do it like this, I've given it 2 syllables, 2 stressed syllables. What it should have. So very and thing. So we have to kind of change the words a bit. I've made these all small. It's almost as if you kind of eat these syllables to make it correct. The bike was a very strange thing. Okay, what you could do, how could you make it shorter? Can you cut off a syllable?
Strange thing.
Yeah, if you're clever, you can cut off a syllable and you can say like it. It was a very strange thing. Yeah. Or if you're super clever, you can even do a contraction. Have you heard of the contraction "twas"? And if you say "twas a very strange thing," then you've got 6 syllables, so it sounds neater. So there's different tricks you can do. But yeah, remember, rules are only rules. Rules can be broken, especially if you're clever and you know what you're doing. So that's VT's limerick, the dragon called Spike. And what happens next?
We look at ChatGPT's limerick.
Yeah, you last asked ChatGPT or one of the AI programs to write a limerick, and I think you gave it some instructions. So what did you tell it to do?
Well, my mum told me to do it.
Oh, your mum said, let's do this idea. Okay, what are the instructions that you thought of to give ChatGPT?
I wanted him to give me a limerick about Alice in Wonderland.
Okay, and did ChatGPT do that?
Yes.
Let's have a look. Yeah, so this is one of the books you read, the very famous story made into a film, Alice in Wonderland. Okay, yeah, let's read it out, shall we? Do you want to read Chat's limerick?
Yes, I will. In a land quite surreal and grand, Alice found things utterly unplanned. With a grin so wide, she took it all in stride, in Wonderland's whimsical hand.
Yeah, some difficult words there. Did you understand it?
Yes.
What are the difficult words?
So surreal.
A lot of them. Yeah, you should have maybe asked it to make it a bit easier, because for learners of English, this is super hard. If something's surreal, what does that mean?
Surreal means kind of crazy.
Yeah, something which is real but seems like it's not real because it's so weird. Maybe you look out the window and you see the King of England walking down the road. That's weird. It's surreal. It doesn't seem real. It seems like a dream. Grand. What does grand mean?
Grand means grand means something very big, maybe.
Yeah, it can mean big or important. It can mean slightly different things. Here it means great, kind of lovely. Surreal, so we say seems not quite real. That's my best definition. Utterly, another strange word.
Yes, it means not.
No, it doesn't. It means very or completely.
Oh, yes, completely.
Okay, and that's kind of an idiom, to take something in your stride. What does that mean?
It means even if it's difficult, you can do it.
Yeah, so take something in stride, manage to do something even if it's difficult. And then maybe the most unusual word is whimsical. Do you know what whimsical means?
Whimsical means maybe kind of magic.
Yeah, it's a different. Yeah, I had to use the dictionary to give me a good definition. What AI says, something unusual, playful, and fanciful. That definitely describes the whole book, doesn't it? Unusual, playful, fanciful. It also says unpredictable is whimsical. Okay, what do you think? A good limerick?
I don't know.
Yeah, I'll just do the caterpillar test. I don't like line 2. I don't like the rhythm.
Sound.
In how many syllables in line 1?
Curly and planned. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
In land quite surreal and grand. Yeah, it could be 9. I don't. Line 2 has a rhythm problem for me.
Utterly and planned.
Yeah, so I think the big stress is here. Alice, whoops, found things. That for me is not good. Alice found things utterly unplanned. What I would do, I would substitute utterly for completely. That has a better stress pattern. It goes da da da. Alice found things completely unplanned is better. Dun, 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 dun. Okay, let's, yeah, there we go. In a land quite surreal and grand, Alice found things completely unplanned. With a grin so wide, she took it all in stride in Wonderland's whimsical hand. So hand just means like to be helped by something, almost as if something is looking after you, you say it's kind of, yeah, an idiomatic meaning something is you are in somebody's hand. And a grin, what's a grin?
It's a smile.
Yeah, good. We should get on now. We're running out of time, aren't we? I can smell my lunch is burning. We're going to write a new one, so we're going to be quick. Let's write one about Vavara. Okay, what's the process? Remember we talked about this. What's on the next page? It's very difficult, by the way. There aren't many words that rhyme with Vavara. I don't know if we can even do this.
Maybe.
We did come up with 2. What was the one I came up with? No, let's make it easier. Should we do another one about Chris? Because so many things rhyme with Chris. Yeah. So generally, when you want a rhyme, you want to find a 1-syllable word. Or if it has more than 1 syllable, you want the stress syllable to be the last syllable. Okay. Otherwise, it will be very difficult to find rhymes. Okay, let's go. First rhyme, any B. Is there a bris? We got bliss. Do you know what that means?
No.
That means sort of extreme happiness. Okay, we've got anything for dis. You said something before, remember?
Miss.
Dismiss. Okay, so really we want the consonants. So that's not the vowels. Okay, anything for F?
Fis.
It's not really a word, is it? Fis.
No.
Okay, anything for G?
Yes.
What?
No, I'm just trying.
The word gliss. I think sometimes I can't even remember English words. Is gliss a word? I mean, sometimes they are words, but no one uses them. Okay, don't really. But anyway, there's definitely one for H. What do we have for H?
Hiss.
Okay, and for J?
Juice.
Not really a word, is it?
Yes.
Okay, liss. Is that a word? We've got one for M. What's M?
Wait, kiss.
Yeah, but we've already. Oh, yes. Sorry, we didn't talk about that, did we? Kiss. Yeah, good. Anything for M? By the way, there might be some I'm missing. By the way, we're just going for the easy ones. This is nice and easy. Miss. Anything but N?
Miss.
No, I don't know that one. Anything for P?
Piss. No.
Sorry. Okay, so be careful not to do. We don't want to do rude words here. So yeah, we'll leave out P. Anything for Q? Sometimes you can have a half rhyme. Do you know what a half rhyme is? Something that kind of almost rhymes, like quiz almost rhymes with the Chris, doesn't it? Okay, anything for R? Is ris a word?
Ris. No.
I don't think so. I might be missing some, by the way, because sometimes you can add letter combinations and make something, but these are just ones we're thinking of quickly. I can't think sis. We can have sis. It's kind of a slang word. Do you know what sis means?
Sister.
Short for sister, yeah, kind of slang. Anything for tea?
Tis.
Can I have a tis? It's kind of slang. It's a half rhyme. Tis means you get in a bad mood. Sorry?
This.
Yeah, good. We got 2 there. Okay, so the next vowel is this. Anything for this? Not really. Anything for V, I meant the whiz. Another half rhyme is whiz. Do you know what whiz means?
No.
To go very fast, to whiz. Okay, so we've got quite a few there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, including the half rhymes. Okay, what are the words we've got?
Bliss, dismiss, hiss, kiss, miss, quiz, sis, tis, this, and whiz.
So let's start there. Once was a teacher called Chris. Okay, any ideas?
Who taught?
Do we want bliss, dismiss, kiss, hiss, miss, sis? There once was a teacher called Chris who Dumbledore tried to dismiss. Does that work?
Well, it's a very funny.
Do you remember Dumbledore?
Yes.
What does it mean, dismiss?
Dismiss means to rub out.
Well, what does it mean when you're a teacher? If you're dismissed, that means you are told to leave the school.
Yes.
Okay, so now we have freedom for line 3. Why do we have freedom?
Because it has its own rhyme.
Yeah, so we can have some action. What happens next? There once was the teacher called Chris who Dumbledore tried to dismiss. So Dumbledore was the head teacher of a school called Hogwarts, who we don't know. There once was a teacher called Chris who Dumbledore tried to dismiss. Main action, what's going to happen? Can Chris take any clever action to stop this?
But Chris told
Okay, good construction. Chris what?
But Chris told him not to.
Oh, well, that's hard. You have to rhyme something with not to. How about something simple like Chris told him no? Because no is easy to rhyme with this. But Chris told him no. I think I know how to end this one. What rhymes with no? Should we get our rhyming chart out? No. Can you do anything?
No.
Bow.
No.
Crow.
Crow.
I know there's a good one for G.
Go.
Low. Joe, the man's name.
Oh yes, I understand. Maybe, but Chris told him no because he would not go.
But Chris told him no. Chris told him no. He wouldn't. Right. Remember, this is a nice short one. We can go. He wouldn't go. That's what I thought. Okay. Chris told him no. He wouldn't go. Oh, look, that's clever. The poem has jumped back here, and then we're going to end with A. What's A? And once was a teacher called Chris who Dumbledore tried to dismiss, but Chris told him no. He wouldn't go. Da 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 da. Can we rhyme it with bliss or kiss or hiss or sis or this? I want to rhyme it with kiss.
No, I don't have any more ideas.
And gave Mr. D a what? A big sis? What's that?
Maybe.
How about that one? Let's put it in, shall we? What was line 1?
Oh, there once was a teacher called Chris.
Yeah. Okay, there we go. There once was a teacher called Chris. A detail or situation.
Who Dumbledore tried to dismiss.
Yeah, okay, action 1.
But Chris told him no.
Yeah, okay. Where's my exclamation mark? Okay, action 2, kind of the reason.
What's the reason? I can't remember.
He wouldn't go.
Oh, he wouldn't.
Okay, and punchline. He gave Mr. D what?
A kiss.
A big kiss with an exclamation mark. Okay, so we've made our own new limerick about Teacher Chris and Dumbledore. Can you read it for me?
There once was a teacher called Chris, who Dumbledore tried to dismiss. But Chris told him no, he wouldn't go. He gave Mr. Diggy a big kiss.
What do you think? Does that work? You happy with that limerick? How many syllables in our first line?
There once was a teacher called Chris. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8.
Yeah, with 3 main stresses. There we go. Okay, what happens next?
Then we all say goodbye to everybody.
Oh, we're going to do a champion limerick. Unfortunately, there was no one here, so we only had one limerick. So which one do you think is the best out of all of the limericks today?
I don't want to brag, but...
You want your one to be the best, do you?
Well, I don't want to brag.
The Spike limerick.
Well,
Okay, well, it was your first limerick, and people can't usually write limericks when they're 8 years old and in a different language, so we can give you a prize, okay, for the dragon called Spike. Let's finish with it. Can you read it one more time? Or are you too shy to read it?
There once was a dragon called Spike who liked to ride on his bike. The bike was a very strange thing because it had a strange shining ring. This was the bike of the dragon called Spike.
Yeah, good. It did a clever thing at the end. Sometimes maybe you can't think of a punchline or a new rhyme. You can just end with the line, one rhyme again. And often you'll say something like that strange looking dragon called Spike. They'll just make another comment about the character. Okay, so you used that formula, which was interesting. Okay, and what's next?
We say goodbye.
Computer says the end. I was going to write a clever limerick to end, an ending limerick, but I couldn't be bothered. It was too difficult. Maybe the ChatGPT could help me. Okay, so that's the end of limerick. I think you're feeling a bit tired, so I'll do the review. Shall I do the review very quickly in just a few seconds, and then you'll tell us about the plan for next time. Okay, so we talked about limericks. We talked about their origin, how they think maybe they're from Ireland, what they are. They're 5-line poems with a special rhyme scheme, AABBA, and special syllable scheme. We talked about that, very important. We did a quiz, so we remembered everything, and then something missing here, isn't there? Then we did some practice limericks, and then we did your limerick, and then we wrote a new limerick. We looked at ChatGPT's limerick before. Okay, so that is the end of the stream. And do you want to tell us about plans for the future?
Well, I am starting to make a future simple live stream.
Future simple live stream. Yeah. Next week, actually, I hope to do an IELTS writing live stream, an introduction if you're interested in that. And I think the week after, we're going to go back to grammar maybe and do future simple, I think. So please come along. Thank you if anyone came. I saw a few little eyes watching, not many, unfortunately. Please come again next time. We're doing the same time every week now, aren't we? What time, what day and time are we doing these days? Thursday, my time, so that's 12 o'clock London time, but sometimes it'll change a little bit. Okay, so thanks everyone for coming. That was Limericks. See you all next time. Okay. Bye-bye. Say bye-bye to everyone.
Goodbye, everybody. Goodbye,
Okay.
Mr. Chris.
Over
Thank you
and
for
out.
listening.
Bye-bye.